Good evening. I am Wilfredo Nieves, President of Capital Community College, and on behalf of the Board of Regents of the Connecticut State Colleges and Universities, Capital Community College, the College Foundation, and the faculty and staff of the college, I am honored to welcome our graduates, their families, and their friends to the 66th Commencement Ceremony of Capital Community College. We are pleased to celebrate your accomplishments and to award your diplomas and certificates from Capital. I trust that you are as proud of your eminent inclusion in a group of distinguished alumni as we are to include you. I hope that you celebrate, yell, scream, have fun, and take pride. It is a joyous moment for you, for your families, and your friends. At this time, I would like to introduce our platform party. And let me ask you to sit down so you can be comfortable. Okay. I would now like to ask Sonia Green, Associate Minister, Union Baptist Church, to do our invocation.
Grace be unto you and peace. Let us take a moment to unite our hearts and minds. God, creator of the universe, God, creator of us all, we humbly and gratefully gather here together this evening to honor every moment, every hour, every day, even years of learning that is represented in this body of educators, of students, of graduates, and of friends. This is the time to celebrate this unique community that we call Capital Community College, where each one of you has been both a student and a teacher. And because we know that no great thing is accomplished alone, we also want to give thanks and gratefully acknowledge the love and support of parents and children, of partners and spouses, of siblings, of aunties and godmothers and babysitters. We thank them all. Let all that is done here this evening be done in the spirit of joy and thanksgiving, but especially thanksgiving, because as we know, in many parts of the world, education is but a distant dream. It is a privilege. God, again, unite our hearts and minds this evening as I pray. Amen.
Let me now introduce our platform party, and going from your left to right, Lester Primus, and I'm going to ask that you hold your applause until I've introduced each one of them. Dean of Administration, Linda Guzzo, Dean of Continuing Education, Pedro Valentin, Associate Professor of Art, Sahili Datta, Valedictorian, Doris Arrington, Dean of Student Services, James S. Morton, CEO and President, YMCA Greater Hartford, Sonia Green, Associate Minister, Union Baptist Church, Mary Ann Affleck, Academic Dean, Dr. Renee Lehrer, Board of Regents, and Sophia Green, Acting Chair of Foundation. Please give them a round of applause. I will now ask them to sit down. At this time, though, we will be receiving greetings, and we will first receive greetings from Dr. Renee Lehrer, Board of Regents.
Thank you, President Nieves, for inviting me here today. My name is Renee Lehrer. I'm the Executive Chairman of Magellan Health Services in Avon and a member of the Board of Regents. I'm happy to be with you today in my role as a member of the Board of Regents of Higher Education. On behalf of the Regents, I want to offer our congratulations for the significant, very significant accomplishments in graduating today. This is your day. No matter what you hear up here, this is your day. And it's for you to look at all the accomplishments that you've done over the past year. It's for you and your family and friends, and it's a day to celebrate. The Board of Regents for Higher Education is the governing body that oversees the 12 community colleges, 4 state universities, and Charter Oak State College, the state's only public online institution. We have a straightforward mandate to ensure that our state colleges and universities are able to provide a high-quality educational experience that will produce Connecticut's future leaders. Those of you who chose to attend Capital Community College did so for a number of reasons: to obtain associate's degrees, to transfer to a 4-year school, or even just to improve your job skills, or to learn. This is a unique learning environment, and one that we are all, and especially you, should be proud of. It's not just the superior academics and the great faculty and staff, it's also about the learning environment. This is among the most ethnically diverse colleges in all of New England, and you reflect our changing country. No matter the reason you chose to attend, overwhelmingly you and your classmates are from Connecticut, and you plan to stay in Connecticut, and that makes you very valuable to our state. As someone intently focused on growing my business in an increasingly dynamic marketplace, I can tell you from firsthand experience that there is no factor more critical to success than an educated and skilled community. Employers like mine want to operate in locations where we can attract employees who can meet the demands of a fast-paced environment. It also puts pressure on you to continue learning, to be flexible, and at times even to take risks. That might mean you need to find a different, more efficient way of approaching your job, challenge yourself to think critically about a problem, and help find a solution that may seem that it's an out-of-the-box solution. Most importantly, learn to work collaboratively and respect your colleagues. I know that in all those situations, and in the many more that will no doubt present themselves to you as you pursue your career or further your education, the foundation for learning that you have received here at Capital Community College has prepared you well, and you can be very proud of that. What you learned here, regardless of your course of study, was to think critically, was to challenge the things about which you think you are capable, and you've learned to stretch. I hope you've also learned that there's no substitute in life or in school for hard work, integrity, and dedication to the community. Thank you again for your gracious invitation, and my best wishes to all of you and your families and those around you for a happy and a fulfilling future. Thank you.
Now we'll have greetings from the faculty delivered by Pedro Valentin, Associate Professor.
I might need a little help getting through this, but thank you, President Nieves, for your introduction. I am honored here today, this evening, on behalf of the faculty, to welcome all of you to the 66th Capital Community College graduation ceremony. Congratulations to all of you who made it. Wow. What an honor to have this opportunity to welcome and thank all the parents, spouses, families, friends who have encouraged and supported our graduates as they made their way to this great day. Thank you all. When I was asked a few weeks ago to be the faculty greeter, I have to admit, I got a little bit anxious. I didn't quite know exactly what a faculty greeter meant. And so I tried to brainstorm. And I thought of different themes that I might do or talk about, funny punchlines, or even some great words of wisdom. But then when I looked harder, I realized I had nothing. The worst thing for an artist like me is having a blank canvas and having no ideas what to paint on it. It's very scary, and it's happened to me many times. We as faculty know how sweet it is to arrive at this well-earned day. And at that moment, I realized how important greetings are and where they might also take us. I thought about the manner in which I greet people. And I realized I almost always try to connect a greeting with some kind of anecdote or comment. For example, when I meet two individuals, I might say, "Here comes the dynamic duo," or "Here's double trouble," depending on who they are. If I meet up with a party of three, sometimes I might say, "Here are the three musketeers," or "the three amigos," but never ever the three stooges. So, what do I say on behalf of the faculty when I greet you at this prestigious occasion? I look up over the whole group, and I think of family. And usually I also think of my extended Puerto Rican family, almost as big as you are. Last week, I also ran into a fellow professor, who will remain nameless, DiMaggio. And I greeted him in my usual way, with a wave and a nod. That greeting on that warm, sunny day turned into a long, enjoyable walk down Main Street, across the bridge into East Hartford, and then back again. We talked about the creative process, but more importantly, we talked about our faculty's commitment to our students. It made me very, very proud to be part of Capital Community College's faculty. So, on behalf of the entire faculty, I welcome you all as my extended family, our extended family. Welcome, bienvenidos to all of you. I have one last thing to say to the graduates, that rather than focusing on goodbyes, remember the important greetings and the learning opportunities they might present in the future. Fill those blank canvases with all your realized dreams. And please, stay involved with the college. Let us know of your successes and triumphs, because hearing from you helps motivate us. Thank you very much. Enjoy life and peace. Thank you.
Now from Student Services, we'll hear greetings from Dean Doris Arrington.
Good evening and greetings from Student Services. It has been our pleasure to serve you. Congratulations to all the graduates and their families and supporters. As is my ritual at commencement, I will share some words of wisdom with you. Characteristically, this wisdom stems from a family value. Every time I believe I have run out of family values, an additional one is brought to my remembrance. I have been reminded these past few weeks of the most significant family value. I would briefly like to touch on the value of love. No, I don't dare give advice on romantic love. However, I can speak to humanistic love. A love that will lead you to utilize your education to serve others, regardless of your profession. The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King stated, "No work is insignificant. All labor that uplifts humanity has dignity and importance and should be undertaken with painstaking excellence. Love must express itself in service." That's an Indian proverb. And understand that your work's purpose is ultimately to make good things happen for other people. Your best chance at doing well will be by becoming valuable to someone else and focusing on how much you can give rather than how little time you have to give. Best wishes and Godspeed. It is now time to recognize the 2013 Transfer Scholarship recipients. Will you please stand in place at your seat as I read your name? The John A. Alaska Scholarship, Derek Kofi Antwi. Dr. Arthur C. Banks Transfer Scholarships. Melissa Davis, Shaniqua Mendez, Letitia Nelson, Carolyn Rubert, Sierra Velasquez, and Malika Wilson. Our CCSU President-to-President Scholarship, Shanana Saylor, and our CCSU Merit Scholarship recipients, Crystal Lopez Haynes, and Darlene Allen. Our Good Citizenship Awards go to Tamara Collins, Juan Jeffrey, and Gracia Limo. The Dr. J.E. Smith Scholarship winner, Tamisha Ellison. And the University of Hartford President-to-President Transfer Scholarships, Claudette Bentil, Burhan Neela, and Kamado Simpson. Congratulations and best wishes to all of you. Finally, it is my great pleasure to introduce the valedictorian, and it gives me great pleasure to do so. Sahilia Datta hails from India, and she's trilingual. Mrs. Datta is graduating with a degree in early childhood education and will be transferring to the University of Alabama. That's right. Her dream is to one day own her own early childhood education center. Cecilia's hobbies include traveling, bridge, music, dancing, and Harry Potter novels. She also loves diverse cuisine. She is joined in the audience tonight by her friends and what she refers to as her biggest inspiration, her husband. Please join me in a warm welcome to Cecilia Dada.
Good evening, President Nieves, distinguished guests, deans, faculty, graduates, family, and friends. Thank you, Dean Arrington, for the kind introduction. I feel honored to stand on this stage and deliver this speech on this momentous occasion. My name is Saheli Datta, and I am graduating with an associate degree in early childhood education. I came to the United States from India about 4 years ago and learned about Capital Community College from a teacher at St. Francis Child Care, where I used to volunteer. When I first came to Capital, I was not sure whether I would like this college or even the first course that I had taken, and I decided to earn a certificate. It was the inspiration and guidance that I received from professors that made me want to achieve more and get an associate degree and continue on to a 4 years college. They lit a fire in me to learn about young children and many other things. I know I speak for all our classmates and friends when I say thank you for guiding us and filling us with knowledge. I would especially like to thank Professor Bryant, who was my friend and my guide throughout this entire journey and who always gave me more time than I asked for. Most of my classes were truly representative of Capital. We were students from many different cultural backgrounds and coming from all over the world, studying under the same roof. I want to thank Capital for providing such an inclusive environment for us all. My fellow graduates, today marks a day of great importance in our lives. For many of us, this is a stepping stone towards the real world. The world out there may not be as welcoming as the safe environment of our home and college. But our experience here has made us more confident to face it. Many of us are going on to a 4-year college, and I know that the preparation we received at Capital will make adjusting to that environment easier. Many of us are returning to work with improved skills and even more confidence. Congratulations to all. Congratulations also to the family and friends of the graduates. This is a moment of extreme pride, so please savor this and cherish this. The distinguished faculty, I know you attend graduation ceremonies every year and see off your beloved students. I myself want to be a teacher, and even during my limited experience as a teacher, I have felt the peculiar mixture of joy and sadness that a teacher feels bidding farewell to a student. Thanks for being so kind and helpful. Dear friends, my fellow graduates, as in any graduation speech, I come to the mandatory part of saying good words about our future. I am sure every one of us will do good. The glory of becoming someone exceptionally illustrious will belong to only a few. Not everyone will become a well-known professor or a famous entrepreneur. But what is important is that we become responsible citizens and kind human beings. Let's not do stupid things, and the world will become a better place to live. So, what should we do? We will make sure we are diligently doing our job, not resorting to anything unethical, and not succumbing to the superficial temptations around us. We have to show due respect to our parents, family, friends, co-workers, the community, and to the planet Earth as a whole. If we are able to do these simple things, I am sure we will feel that we are successful. Wishing you all a bright and meaningful future, I bid warm farewell to everyone. See you out there.
Let's give another round of applause, please. I am always inspired and so proud of our students, but certainly when you hear from one of your own, I think those words are very special, very meaningful. I think the next speaker is also going to share a message which is also important and also inspiring and motivating. I'm really fortunate and really pleased to be introducing our keynote speaker this evening. James Morton is the president and CEO of the YMCA of Greater Hartford, the first member of his family to graduate from college. He was a practicing attorney for 18 years, advocating for economic equity and social justice. As an attorney, James fought against police brutality and the death penalty and in favor of ward representation and small business development for minorities and women. He left the practice of law in 1999 after becoming disillusioned with the law's ability to sustain meaningful change, and he became a social studies law teacher and a track coach at the High School of Commerce in Springfield, Massachusetts. After successfully working with students for 5 years, James was asked by the mayor of the city to administer an adult education and vocational training institute for recent immigrants and underserved adult learners seeking academic and employment advancement. In 2007, he was recruited by the YMCA of the Greater Springfield and became its 13th president and CEO. The YMCA of Greater Springfield has been recognized for its innovative youth strategies, willingness to address challenging issues, and educational agenda designed to foster success in school and in life. James has served on numerous committees and boards, especially in the areas of youth development and community health. In 2010, James became the president and CEO of the YMCA of Greater Hartford, one of the largest YMCAs in the nation, serving approximately 111,000 people in 52 cities and towns throughout Hartford, Tolan, and Litchfield and Windham counties. With his commitment to collaboration, leadership, youth development, healthy living, fiscal discipline, and the resurgence of urban communities like Hartford, we're happy Hartford has him. I am honored to introduce you to our commencement speaker tonight, James Morton. Let's give him a wonderful round of applause.
Before I begin my remarks, can I ask that we have a moment of silence for those who have experienced the tragedies and loss of life and loss of property in Oklahoma. Can we have a moment of silence for those folks, please? Thank you very much. So, graduates of the class of 2013, I'm really very, very honored to be in your presence. I'm honored to be here this evening as you celebrate the successful completion of your associate degrees. You've worked very hard to get to this evening, and you've done a lot of great work to get yourselves here. You deserve every moment of excitement and joy that you're experiencing right now and will continue to experience for the days and the weeks and the years to come. So congratulations to all of you. Let me also thank your college president, Dr. Nieves, for this opportunity to speak with you, but more importantly, to thank him for the leadership that he has provided to your college and will continue to provide to your college. Dr. Nieves. Let us also thank the faculty and staff of the college. Each of these individuals has supported your success and share in that success with you today. So, to the faculty and staff. Let's also thank the commencement officials and especially Dean Arrington for orchestrating this wonderful event this evening. Dean Arrington. And let us not forget the Board of Regents, the Foundation Board of Directors, and the Regional Advisory Council. Let's thank those folks for all the advice and counsel and guidance they provide. Now, most importantly, who would you like to thank? All right? Who would you like to thank? This is your opportunity. Who was there for you over the last few years as you've attained this degree? Who gave you words of encouragement and a pat on the back? Who gave you a loan when you got tight? Who took care of your children as you went to class or had to study? Who was there for you? So now, this is your opportunity to give thanks. So why don't you stand up right now and look at those folks in this room who are here for you and give them thanks. So now I have a script here, so I'm supposed to stay on script, but Dr. Arrington gave me permission to go a little off script. So I want to do something very special for you as graduates. But you got to play along with me, all right? You willing to play along? All right. So here's what I need you to do. I need you to sit in your seats. And I need you to sit quietly. And I need you to close your eyes for a moment. Family and friends, let's all stand. Let's all give these graduates a standing ovation. And graduates, I want you to hear it. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Families and friends and loved ones, thank you very much for that expression of love and support for these graduates. Now, graduates, that felt pretty good, didn't it? It felt really nice to close your eyes and hear that applause and those congratulations and those cheers that were coming to you, right? Well, I want you to know that there are two messages that came with those cheers. One message was, congratulations, you've done a great job. The second message is one of expectations. The expectations not to do as your valedictorian said, not to do stupid. Okay, don't do stupid. So I'm going to come back to you later toward the end of my speech with a few things that I'd like you to think about doing as you move forward. All right? So, I've been asked to share with you my story, my life story. It's a little raw, but it might resonate with some of you. It is a story like yours of triumph and success. It's a story about overcoming insurmountable odds. And when I finish my story, I hope you'll understand why I am so deeply honored to be in your presence tonight. My story begins in Liverpool, England, where my father was a boxer in the United States Air Force. One of his teammates got injured in a boxing match, and he went to the hospital to see how that teammate was doing. While he was in the hospital, that teammate was being taken care of by this beautiful young woman, my mother. So they would, of course, fall in love and get married, and they'd get married in Dublin, Ireland. So I was born, as you can imagine, I was born to a black father and a white Irish mother. I was born James O'Shanna Morton. That's a handle right there. That's a handle of a true black Irishman, right? But to most throughout my life, I was simply no more than a mulatto half-breed. When we came to the United States in the late 1950s, it was illegal for a black man and a white woman to marry in most states. My parents encountered significant racism and discrimination, but the worst was yet to come. At first, we were among the working poor. My father turned professional as a boxer and worked construction. My mother was a nurse's aide in a local hospital. Life seemed to be good. We're paying the bills. Our family grew to 4 boys, and eventually I'd have a sister. We were among the working poor, but everybody around us was working poor, so it didn't seem that different. It didn't seem odd. And then a tragic event would occur. My father, his brother, and a cousin decided to go to a high school basketball tournament. And while they were standing out in front of the arena waiting to go in, a group of white teenagers began to call them the N-word. So my uncle would approach a nearby police officer, and he would say to the officer, "Don't you hear them calling us the N-word? Aren't you going to do something about it?" The police officer looked my uncle in the face and he said, "Well, what are you anyway?" Well, my uncle was hurt, insulted, and angered by these comments. Words ensued between the two, and in a moment the police officer began to beat my uncle with his nightstick, his billy club. My father would intervene and strike the officer. My father, you remember, was a professional boxer, so he would be tried and convicted of assault and battery on a police officer with a dangerous weapon, to wit, his fists. My father would go to prison, and our family would never, ever, to this day, be the same. My family would go on welfare, and we would become part of the welfare poor. I was the oldest of 4 children under the age of 11. My mother had a difficult time providing for us on that welfare check, so she took in a boyfriend. And you know, I didn't mind the guy. He didn't seem like a bad guy, but he wasn't my dad, so I hated him. But what I hated most was visiting my dad in prison and having to lie about how we got there. I hated lying to my hero, you see. I hated knowing that if I told the truth, I'd get a beating when I got back home. So I lied. When my father was released from prison, he informed us that our mother was leaving with her boyfriend. and that she would be taking one of my brothers with her. And the other three of us were going to go to West Virginia, where we were going to live with my father's parents, with our grandparents, until he got on his feet, you see. He was in tears when he told us this. That's the first time I saw the black John Wayne in tears. Black men don't cry. But he was crying. And so off to West Virginia we went. Now at some point my mother would return, but I would never forgive her for many years for leaving us. You know, we moved around a lot. I attended 6 different elementary schools in 3 different cities and states before the 7th grade. Osage, West Virginia, Detroit, Michigan, and Madison, Wisconsin. You know, we were always changing schools, which meant that I didn't become a confident learner. And in one of my classes in the 5th grade, a 5th grade English class, when I had problems reading out loud, the teacher ridiculed me in front of the rest of the kids, and that was the last time I'd read out loud in any class. We lived in public housing, and instead of food stamps like they have today, we got government food, commodities. We were the kids in the lunchroom with the thick Spam and cheese sandwiches. You could always tell the kids on welfare because they had the thick Spam and cheese sandwiches. And I often wondered if kids noticed that the pants I was wearing on Friday were the same pants that I'd been wearing since Monday. I was mortified that they would figure that out. You know, being a half-breed, as I was called, and being welfare poor meant I got bullied a lot. I had a fight almost every week in 5th and 6th grade. I'd come to school with black eyes and bruises on my face, and instead of a teacher asking me, "Jimmy, what happened?" they labeled me a slow learner and a juvenile delinquent. And so back then, just as they do today, they had special classes for slow learners and juvenile delinquents. And when I got to Lincoln Junior High School, I was in that class. The class where all they did all day, by reputation, was to draw turkeys and go on field trips. Now, I don't remember drawing any turkeys, but I do remember a lot of field trips. But you know, what I remember most was Mrs. Mary Lee. Mrs. Mary Lee was the only black teacher I would have in 13 years of public education. And Mrs. Mary Lee would say to me, "Jimmy, you don't belong in this class. And if you work hard, I'll get you out." I worked hard and I got out. And then there was Mr. Fox, who at age 13 gave me a job working for Bob Fox Janitorial Service. Mr. Fox was a black man in my community that owned his own business. He was a distant cousin to Red Fox, the comedian, by the way. He wanted me to know that hard work paid off. He encouraged me to believe that anything was possible if I approached it with purposeful intent. I would continue to work for Mr. Fox until I was 21 years of age. Mr. Fox made me a part of his family. He didn't need another son. He had 6 of them. But he and Mrs. Fox made me a part of their family. I was the only kid in the neighborhood that could go beyond the kitchen. I could go into the living room. I was part of the family. And you know, to this day, I can plow snow, strip, wax, and buff a floor, clean toilets, shampoo rugs, and wash windows like a champ. Like a champ. Now, once I got to high school, my track coach, John Curry, he told me if I worked as hard in the classroom as I did on the track, he'd get me to college. So he continued to provide me with support and words of encouragement like that, and I got to college with his help. So this half-breed, slow learner, juvenile delinquent would graduate from high school, go to the University of Wisconsin. I would earn a 3.4 GPA. I would graduate from college, go to law school, graduate from law school. Thank you. Thank you. Passed the bar on the first try. But you see, they had me labeled as a slow learner and a juvenile delinquent. So how did I survive all of that? How did I survive all of that? I survived for 2 reasons. Number 1, Mrs. Mary Lee, who convinced me that I could. And number 2, Mr. Fox and Coach Curry, who persuaded me that hard work gets results. So you see, at the YMCA of Greater Hartford, we have a vision. And our vision as an organization, all of our effort is put into making sure that every child has a caring adult. Do you see where that comes from? Because I had 3 of them, right? Right? So the question that I often ask myself is, where would I be if there was no Mrs. Mary Lee and no Mr. Robert Fox and no Mr. John Curry? Where would I be without those 3 angels, those 3 caring adults? Where would I be? I can tell you where I would be. I know where I would be right now. First of all, I wouldn't be standing here. I wouldn't be alive. I wouldn't be alive. I got a brother who 6 weeks ago died at age 53. I got a second brother who will not make it to age 52. And why? Because they both suffered from a disease called frontal lobe dementia. And their conditions, which are genetic, were aggravated by crack cocaine addiction, too many blows to the head, poverty, imprisonment, and a number of other conditions. That's where I would be. I wouldn't be standing here at 58. The question is, what does this story, what does my life story have to do with you? Well, this is that, remember the silent moment, the closing of the eyes and the applause that you got and the expectations? Now we're going to come back to that. See, the expectations that we have of you is that you're going to be somebody else's caring adult. That you're going to be the caring adult to some other child, to somebody in your family, to someone in your neighborhood, to someone in your community. You are going to help somebody else rise up like you've risen up, because you didn't get to where you're sitting by yourself, right? Secondly, you're going to go out and you're going to continue to be confident that anything you want to accomplish can be accomplished by hard work. Don't be afraid of hard work. Welcome it. See, those who work hard, they get results. Don't be afraid of it. You see, no accomplishment is greater than those that are generated by your own efforts. See, no one gave you your degrees. No one gave them to you. You earned them. They belong to you. Now, third expectation, no matter what obstacles you have confronted or you may confront in the future, you can overcome them. You must overcome them. You must not let anything hold you back. In fact, you've already proven that nothing's going to hold you back. Right? And lastly, you got to have swagger. Got to have swagger. All right? A little more improvising. You got to have swagger. What does that mean? Attitude is everything. How many of you in this room, by a show of hands, intend to further your education beyond your associate's degree? All right? Now, hold on now. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. How many of you that intend to pursue further your education intend to be successful at it? All right, very good. Now, let me tell you what I just saw. I saw some swagger. Okay? I saw some swagger. So here's what I saw. How many of you intend to pursue further education? This is what you did. You did like this. And then I said, how many of you intend to be successful at it? And that's where the swagger came in, because you did like this. Okay, that's it, the attitude. That's the right attitude. So, Class of 2013, you must know that success leads to success. As they say, success begets success, and you've already proven that. Class of 2013, make the world a better place. Change the world for yourselves and your families. Be the voice of the voiceless. Be servant leaders, placing service of others over yourself. Be congruent. Be the same person in the dark that you are in the light. And be happy. Avoid the drama. Have a good attitude. And above all, be passionate about life. Live it to the fullest. And now, in closing, I encourage you, the class of 2013, to be good, to do good, and you shall receive all the good that life has to offer. Thank you.
I would like to ask Dr. Mary Ann Affleck, our Dean of Academic Affairs, to come to the microphone.
It's extremely hard to swagger in high heels. President Nieves, distinguished guests, and member of the Board of Regents, I, Mary Ann Affleck, Academic Dean, am pleased to present the members of the class of 2013. These candidates have met the academic requirements for the associate degree and certificate programs as established by the Board of Regents for higher education. Will our certificate candidates please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I herewith confer upon you the award of certificate and thereby admit you to the rights and privileges and responsibility thereto appertaining.
At this point, each candidate will cross the stage to receive his or her certificate. The audience is requested to hold applause until all the certificates have been presented. Each of the following candidates will receive a certificate in recognition of successful completion in one of the college's certificate programs. Dr. Cynthia Adams, Director of Nursing, will assist me in presenting the candidates.
Barbara Abel. Mayara Burlingham. Victorine Eugene. Aldine Frey. Joseph Gwendert. Mona Lisa M. McNeil. Daisy Feliciano. Alicia T. Kidd. Fatima Nateeb.
Will the AA Associate in Arts degree candidates please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I herewith confer upon you the Associate in Arts degree and thereby admit you to the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining.
Each candidate will cross the stage to receive his or her degree. The audience again is requested to hold your applause, and to all the candidates for the Associate in Arts degree have been presented. You on the other side now. Right? Yeah. Okay. Or are these? Felicia Melissa Clooney. Siyava LaShawn Daniels. Melissa P. Davis. Amanda Elizabeth Duenas. Hi. Darwin Manuel Garcia Nunez. Tanisha M. Pino. Sydney Brian Perez. Anthony Para. Fikret Muskit. Shanique, I wanted to get the Shanique right. Shanique Mendez. Rosa Lozano. Melissa Jacqueline Love. Gracia Daisy Limo. Basarta Quarry. Juan Antonio James Jeffrey. Ian Lilly. Anne Marie Jack. Ciara E. Velasquez. Jasmine Elizabeth Sheff. Carissa Isamar Santos. Rosa C. Giordano, salutatorian. Jessica Maria Rufino Tineo. Raquel Roman. Martin Sharp, Jr. Leandro Thomas. Patrice Edie. Wad Mohammed Magoob. Then we can trade again. candidates for the Associate in Science degree please rise? President Nieves will confer the degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I herewith confer upon you the Associate in Science degree and thereby admit you to the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining.
And now, congratulations and best wishes to our valedictorian, Sahili Datta, class of 2013. Again, each candidate will cross the stage to receive his or her degree. Again, we would ask you to hold your applause, and to all the candidates for the Associate in Science degree have been presented.
Evelise Abreu. Jacqueline R. Acosta. Teresa Adu Heen. Eric Aguiar Yanquiera. Edwin E. Alago. Ashley Dominique Alexander. Kevin M. Alexander. Ebony N. Allen. Darlene Carol Allen. Mercedes Margot Alvarado. Erica Alexandra Alvarez. Manuel J. Alvarez. Luis Antonio Amaro. Lamont R. Andrews. Manuel Aponte. Lena M. Arango. Malika Arroyo. Lamar Ashley. Damaris R. Arbar. Charlene Mercedes Baez. Jeffrey Canfield Ballard. Desiree D. Barnes. Elizabeth Lyman Barrett. Nastasia L. Baylor. Sharice Ann Beckford. Heaven Lay Bazoo. Alfie Ricardo Blake. Jasmine Boateng. Urca Bran K. Leone. Barrington George Bogle, Jr. Anthony Eugene Brown. Novalette Elaine Brown. Rebecca Marie Burgess. Lena Marie Bell. Giovanna L. Calhouna. Fabian Shireen Campbell. Celeste Nilda Cancel. Sharon D. Cody. Maria Eugenia Candelario. Catherine Schickler Capone. Sheila Marie Carrasquillo. Anna Cartagena. Orlando Tavares Carter. Wallace Carter II. Jorge E. Castillo. Anna Mildred Centano. Brittany Harris Chambers. Arenthia Channer. Tony Ann P. Charlton. J.W. Chase. Zara Ahmed Shandhara. Dorota T. Chemluski. Bruce John Chopas. Crystal Diamond Co. Suzanne S. Colin. Tamara A. Collins. Denise Dolores Collymore. William Colin. Adrian Ribeiro Costa. Marisbella Marisabel Cotillo. Chloe Julia Creech. Congratulations. Thomas J. Crisinati. Daisley Cruz. Pura Cruz. Christine Ann Cruz Santiago. Joanne Dago. Orlando T. Darren. Marie Ange Naomi David. Aaron Renee Davis. Erica Joy Dehuso. Rahul De Jesus Jr. Elizabeth Devonish. Denise Diaz. Tina M. Dillon. Ann N. Doe. George Aplex Doe. Stephen T. Dumas. Oops. Okay. Good enough. Sherelle B. Durant. Shamel Amar Eaton. Gina Edwards. Tamisha Shanit Ellison. Elmira Lachanova Emanova. Natasha Evett Fernandez. Elizabeth Figuero. Lizette Fortuna. Juanita Michelle Fuller. Renee Nixon Gamble. Angelica M. Garces. Elizabeth M. Garcia. Xiomara M. Garcia. Joanna Christina Gerwick. Rochelle Janet Getfield. Felix Jibia Gatti. Camille and Gilbert. Georgina G. Giaffrido. Lynn Giaffrida. Amanda Blake Glass. Eloise Maria Gonzalez. Veronica Raquel Gonzalez. Flavie Patricia Gordon. Jonathan George Gatoski. Andre V. Green. Michelle N. Greenwood. Elizabeth J. Griswold. Take your time. There's no rushing tonight. Anthony Guerrieri. Michelle Guzman. Catherine E. Gruber. Adita Halas. Pauline Rosemarie Hamilton. Jonathan Alexander Hardwick. Robin L. Harriet. Shamika B. Harris. Emily Lenore Harrison. Sabah A. Hashi. Darlene Horton. Kate Huan. Cavell C. Hilton. Ramona Iglesias. Brandy Jackson. Shalima Nakara Jackson Gordon. Cindria Jamila James. Marie Judy. Reginald Keaton Jr. Samuel L. Johnson. Darrell Keith Jones. Valquana Patrice Jones. Darius Fashion Joseph. Jodian A. Kellier. Angela Marie King. Carolyn Irene Clay. Sorry. Amelia Ann Cloten. Mario J. Klusman. Beata Zaita Konska. Kristina Kosakowski. Kayla Ann Krastowski. Lauren Marie Lahiki. Nancy Jimenez Law. Francine Ulysses LaPlante. Brian Thomas Lawler. Maya Levesque. Darian Urel Lira. Jenny Lopez. Veronica Marie Lopez. Crystal Lee Lopez Haynes. Carrie E. Lordeman. Andre B. Liu. Dylan Scott Mackey. Melissa Malave. Jessica Marie Mance. Christy Marinaro.
Okay. Oh. Selena Martinez. Renee Matthews. Alana Janae McKinney. Maran Milaku. Josephine Mensah. Elizabeth M. Munier. Shantae Monique Mills. Mitra Noemi Minetto. Karen Mary Monticello. Donna M. Moore. Jessica Ivelisse Morales. Luis Morales. Kimberly A. Mullen. Jennifer Ann Napoli. Michelle Lee Napolitano. Jenny M. Nazario. Burhan Nella. Is it Win? Quinkuk Nguyen.
Just say Christine Nickens.
Christine Nickens. Yen N. Nguyen. Adriana Nicolita. Brianna.
No, Brienne.
Brianne. Well, let me give her last name. Kay Norton. Beata Obara. Wow. Luciana L. Pizzaferrato. Sharonda Renee Pitt. Lorena Pina. Tammy Ho Fun. Tammy Y Fun. Lucia Laura Petrolito. Jose J. Perez. Mohammed Bandele Olawale. Hello. Ian Lilly. Jamie L. Pacheco. Michael Sean Pace. Iris V. Otera. John J. Ortiz. Kathleen Ann Olchowski. Karen O'Brien. Christine M. Robles. Jeffrey Robinson. Yasmin Rivera. Caesar Rivadenera. Caesar Rivadeneda. Sherma Rizme. Jillian Diana Richards. Carice J. Reynolds. Randy Reyes. Katrina C. Reed. Diana Maria Regan. Kate Ragu. Irene Puccio. Delroy Isaacs Redway. Pamela Pulieres. Iris Melitza Plaza. Ishmael Lisbeth Santana. Amaryllis Sanchez Espada. Lydia Z. Sanabria Alexander. Azira Salahovic. Aida Benedicta Salcedo. William H. Russell. Carolyn Rupert. Natalice A. Rosario. Hector L. Romero. Jose Miguel Roman. Luz N. Rodriguez. Elizabeth Rodriguez. Daniel Angel Rodriguez. Alexander J. Rodriguez. Madeline Raquel Soto. Mariola Barbara Solis. Lisbeth Arlene Soler. Thank you. Lisa Allison Smith, finally a Smith. Delma Anthea Simpson. Etya Anna Shibadiska. Christine Shudnari. Kimado Clayton Simpson. Carmela Dahlia Silvestre. Siobhan Antoine Shan. Shanine Page Saylor. Elizabeth Lucy Sargent. Daphne Santos. Milagros Santiago. Dion Seeley. Tanhao Lebu. Marika Nicole Bergo. Nareda Villafane. Dion Amanda Vernon. Lidie Vasquez. Jocelyn Torres. Gladys Torres. Oh, Lourdes Torres Torreira. Carol Barbara Stoner. Stacy Ann Letitia Taylor. Ana M. Suarez. Emily M. Sternberg. Jacqueline Ann Steele. Stephanie Ann Sprague. Mayra Sotomayor. Letitia Nicole Nelson. Shante Monique Smith. Trevanna Lachelle Sumlin. Keisha Renee Dennis. Maria Eugenia Zayas. Fatima E. Zuniga. Rocio Alejandrina Zavala. Hello. Malika Wilson. Jewel Lynn Wilson. Janice Lorette Williams. Lenworth J. Williams. Ann M. Whalen. Sarah Frances Mariner. Heather Elizabeth Warren. Oops, don't worry about it. Mina L. Walton. Sata Kamara. Marta Ortiz. Patricia G.D. Luciana Davis Williams. Jemuel Nathaniel East. Randolph Jose Brito Arias. Marilu E. Skaronek. Hello. Ashley Marie Krill. Sabri Resuli. Angela Marie Delmonico. Vanessa A. M. Logan. Victor Manuel Martinez. Lisette Ramos. Lucy. Lily Prado. Paul Guerrero. Alicia Milburn. Congratulations and best wishes to those who have received degrees and certificates from Capital Community College today. You may now turn your tassels, signifying graduation.
Congratulations, class of 2013. The benediction is more than just a signal that this ceremony is over. It's composed of two Latin words, benedictus, and it essentially means to speak a good word over. So now it's my job to speak a good word over you. And I'm doing so representing the faculty and staff of the Capital Community College. This benediction is their last collective expression of their hopes and dreams for you. May God richly bless each one of you with health and happiness and a satisfied soul. May He bless you with meaningful work that provides for you and your family and helps you make a positive contribution to your community. To whom much is given, much is required. And now, go forth into your future. But before you do that, we invite you to join the graduates and their guests for reception in the adjoining room. Now, please, would everyone remain standing until the platform party has exited the stage, followed by the faculty who will be led by their marshals. God bless you.